Who would like to volunteer their example and maybe flesh out their non-negotiables in terms of work and specific value adds they can add on a resume? Somebody nominated, Jody nominated Nina.
Thank you, Jody. Well, I said perseverance, but a lot of I think my strengths, because I actually did the Strengths Finder assessment with our directors team about 5 years ago, and a lot of my skills or what Gallup's Strength Finders reported was about empathy and relationship building, and I think I'm good at that. And so I work at a nonprofit, so I wear many hats. And so one of my roles is HR and then also IT. So different, except for that in my IT role, I'm like helping people when they get frustrated, when hardware or software is not working. And I said originally that one of my strengths was perseverance because I like solving problems for people and I like helping people and getting them back up and running in whatever way, whether it's with a relationship issue at work or, like I said, with something simple on their, not always simple, but on their computer. Um, and so um, I think that those, are definitely strengths because I feel like I've seen over the years that people tend, if they can't solve problems quickly, they just want to move on. Sometimes, at least in our venue, and that I'm like, no, let's wait. Like we can, if you give me, 2 or 3 minutes, like on a small thing with a laptop or software or something, um, I'll I can probably we'll figure this out. And then, uh, with the human interactions, it can take longer, but I think I help people feel better about the situations and get clarity. And so those are just a little bit about what I've been doing in my current work and that I'd like to continue in future work. So.
Okay, so you are using your perseverance strength to persevere in solving problems, helping people to help people ultimately. So whether a problem is big or small, that's not the issue for you. The issue is like maybe the solving itself. Like, what is it about the problem solving that is exciting?
Um, well, I'd have to say it is the end result of solving it, but also like thinking through the variables and trying new options. And like if if it's not, the first thing you try doesn't work, then I'm like, okay, well, I know then, maybe it's this. So and even if I don't know, I'm like, well, let's just try this too and follow up so that because sometimes in IT, like I have consultants that help me and they don't always, they're like, I'm not sure, let me Google it, So I learned over the years, it's not everything is, there's not always one possible solution for a problem. And they have to keep, plugging away at it to figure it out, what to fix whether it's your internet's, the Wi-Fi is not working, whatever. So anyway, I lost my
Okay.
train of thought after you said that.
Oh, so it sounds like your persuasion, that your persistence strength, it plays out in problem solving because you are trying different things. To do that, you need perseverance.
Yes.
Okay, so just real quick, let's take a look at our first step, which is, what is a non-negotiable for you, Nina? from what we just talked about?
I would say relationships are, I don't know, maybe connect to my beliefs. I don't.
Okay. Anybody else want to add something in the chat? Okay, so relationships, what is this all for? Ultimately, the problem solving is people. Then, leveraging your unique strength, making the most out of your ability to problem solve, your strength of perseverance, and then ownership, having maybe the ability, like a workplace that allows you to have the ability and the flexibility to try different options, right? Okay. Anything else, Nina?
No, that sounds good.
Okay. And in terms of the different competencies that you bring to work, of course, it's the problem solving. I heard an analytical lens, where you're trying to see how things kind of fit together, like which one fits. We keep plugging at it until, and it's complex. Could be that it's not just one answer.
Right.
So analytical thinking, also a lot of people skills, thoroughness, says Srini, and maybe conceptual thinking, like being able to solve abstract problems, like different kinds of problems, right? So you have the IT problems, you have the relationship problems, like doesn't have to be necessarily like, oh, there's a broken pen, but like it can actually be something difficult to conceptualize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great.